Hello, I'm Gus.
And I'm Lou.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. We're going to be showing you some of our techniques and demonstrating some of our work for you. Don't forget to press like and subscribe. Hello, I'm Gus Scott, and I'm going to talk about my paintings and tell you a little bit about what's in them. And we'll start with that painting there maybe, and it's obviously got these Egyptian elements and a couple of pyramids, and this is the god Thoth, who gave us, he's the god of writing, god of magic, some very interesting things that he's responsible for in the Egyptian mythology. So he's the scribe, and he's also got the bird head. He's got the head of an ibis, which is a bird that lives on the Nile, and it's wading in the water. And the symbolism in the bird head is it reflects the action of dipping the pen into ink as the bird is walking along and dipping its long beak into the water all day. And so you get a sort of imitation, a mimic of the inkwell and the scribe writing in the bird itself. And so you've got these elements, and in a lot of my paintings, most of my paintings, I'm putting symbols and mixing them up, and sometimes from different times, different eras, but they're all working somehow. Symbols work on us subconsciously. I like to put them into whether you're conscious of it or not, they still affect you. And so I put them into my paintings. And the number 7 is very interesting to people because it seems to have always this, people think it's such a lucky special number, and it is really. And when you see a pyramid, it reminds me how it looks like a number 7 in its shape. And if you divide a circle into, like, this is a mosaic I've made, for instance, and if you divide the circle into 7, you get this angle, which is roughly 52 or 51.87 something. It is the angle of the pyramid, and so it contains this thing about 7. And there's loads of connections with 7, of course, throughout all our folklore and all our mythology, and all sorts of cultures have use the 7. And I'm also interested in using that, putting a pyramid into my paintings, and it reminds you that it's a 7. And there's another one over there with 7s. It's a 7-pointed star, and that's got a cat in it as well, which is another symbol that, of course, that's a Egyptian god from Bastet is the name of that cat goddess, and so that's in there with the scarab beetle as well, and that's another symbol that's to do with rolling the ball of dung, symbolizing the sun disappearing, and it gets buried and it comes back when they want to eat. So in that painting there's a number of things basically derived from Egyptian mythology, and that's pretty much how that particular one, I don't always do Egyptian things, but it is a very interesting subject, and how much is contained in the pyramid itself, which I put pyramids in loads of my paintings, whether it's about Egypt or not. And so you have that symbol always giving you a reminder about something, and it's mysterious because people still wonder about what the pyramids are, how they were made even. And of course it is actually a mystery, but it's the most profound building on Earth, and it symbolizes the whole of the Earth's, the measurements of the Earth, the measurements that they weren't supposed to know in those times. But it's obvious that they did know these things, and they have got coded into the pyramid the circumference of the Earth, the distance from the suns, the aligning with various stars. So it's got astrological and geometrical. It's got a number of things that are just beyond understanding. So they're a mystery at the moment. But that's just one painting about the fascinating Thoth.